Here we would like to discuss logarithmic functions, specifically having base of a. The logarithmic function base a is written as y equals log base a of x and is defined as the number y so that when you raise a to the y power, the result is x. The x value must be greater than 0, the a value must be greater than 0, and the a value cannot equal 1. We call x the argument of the logarithm. Make a note up here. X is the argument. And then also make a note that here where the a is called the base. When the base is 10, the logarithmic is called a common logarithm. We write it f of x equals log base 10 of x, but normally the base 10 is not written, so it's just log x. If you see an log function and there is no base, then it's understood to be base 10. When the base is e, the logarithm is called a natural logarithm. We write f of x equals log base e of x as ln of x. So if you see a logarithm and it's ln with no base, the understood base is e. A huge idea is that a logarithmic function is the inverse of an exponential function, and we'll talk more about that later. First thing, we need to know the basic shape of a logarithmic function. If we have translations or reflections, the basic graph can change, but we need somewhere to start as far as knowing what the shape looks like. For a basic logarithmic function, let's say y equals log base a of x. There is a vertical asymptote along the y-axis at the line x is 0. The logarithmic function has an x-intercept of 1, 0. The graph draws close to the negative y-axis and then above the x-axis shoots up and to the right. A couple of things to notice about a logarithmic function's graph. The graph is 1 to 1, so the function's 1 to 1. We see that the domain is everything from 0 to infinity. Notice that 0 is not included because x equals 0 is a vertical asymptote. The range is negative infinity to infinity. We have the vertical asymptote that we've mentioned at x equals 0, and then the x-intercept that we've mentioned at 1, 0. So this is a shape that you need to know. If I mention a log function in its basic shape, this picture should come to mind.